Alright guys, welcome back. I apologize for the change in clothes. I'm really a blessed person. Shooting the videos yesterday, got really busy here in the office, and then I was unable to finish shooting. So I am back up here. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, but I wanted to get this video shot so that I could get everything uploaded to you guys over the next few days while I'm out on vacation. So anyway, we were talking about you know, the difference in the taking action of a few small disciplines each day, or making a few small errors in judgment each day, and how that will make a difference in the outcome or the results that you experience in the lifestyle of your life. One real quick thing I want to talk about, one of the ways that you can kind of tell which way that you're living is this. You can notice if you're living your life making a it's early in the morning, a few small errors in judgment, you can tell that because the people that you hang around with, or you find yourself living life by making excuses, by blaming, and by complaining. And what happens here is you're not getting the life that you want. And it's based on your actions, but you're not getting the life that you want. So what you do is you become cynical, and you start complaining about things, and you start blaming outside circumstances for what's going on in your life. And the thing about this is that because you're down in this crowded area here, you've got 19 out of 20 other people right there with you feeding that complaining, because everybody is justifying where they are in their lives. Everybody wants to justify what's going on in their life. So they're feeding what your problem is, and you'll find yourself feeding them. Watching the news is explaining to you that you have no control over anything, and basically it becomes a blame game, and you're giving up your control. You're putting your control into external sources versus taking control and realizing that it's what you do every day that makes the difference. Okay, so that's something important to keep in mind. So there's an analogy that I like to use that really explains how this daily activity thing works. Now, if I had a penny and I offered to give you that penny and double it every day for a month, would you rather take that offer, or would you take $1 million cash? Okay, it's kind of silly, and if you've heard this before, bear with me. But this it shows the importance here. If you took that penny and you doubled it, so I give you a penny, and on day 1 you have 1 cent. Day 2 you have 2 cents. Day 3, 8 cents. Day 4, 16. Day 5, 32. Day 6, 64. Day 7, $1.28. Day 8, I think it's $2.56. So following that kind of pattern. Okay, at day 15, right here, you would have approximately $165 at day 15. Okay, that's starting to show a little bit of progress. I mean, you're building up and making some progress here. Okay, so you're halfway through and you made $165. So that kind of shows how things can build on each other. But watch this. At day 31, if you took the second offer with the penny and kept doubling it every day, at day 31, you'd have over $10 million. Okay, so I know that this is not necessarily a real world application, but this is how things work. Everything builds on the next. When you're getting your chiropractic adjustments, if you're trying to build your health versus just doing pain relief, even with pain relief, every adjustment builds on the previous adjustment. And as those adjustments build, it's not just a steady line like this, it's this pattern. As soon as that body starts to heal, that health level starts to skyrocket. Same thing here when you're saving those pennies. There comes a point where all of a sudden your results, because you've been disciplined with this, start to skyrocket. Okay? Now here's what's important. If you missed only 4 days out of that 31 days of taking your penny and doing whatever you had to do to double it, only 4 days, it would cost you over $10 million. This is actually 10 million, I think it's 10,622,000. I've got the number written down here. $10,737,000. If you missed only 4 days out of 31 days, it would cost over $10 million. So down here, where you're just starting off and you're going from 1 cent to 2 cents to 4 cents to 8 cents, those little doublings don't seem to matter. They seem very insignificant. But in the end result, it's over $10 million that they cost you. Okay? And that's where the example is. Your daily activities, especially when you begin, they don't seem to make a difference. So Why not eat the cake? Why not go to the barbecue and, watch TV versus building your business? Why not do the things that don't matter because it doesn't make a difference? Well, in the end, it makes a huge difference. And what happens is you're uncomfortable here and you're alone, but there comes a point when this starts paying off for you that this becomes comfortable. Okay? So that's, eventually it does become comfortable. You've expanded your comfort zone. Now, the things that were once uncomfortable are comfortable. You're now a bigger person, you're now a better person, and you're living a better lifestyle, whether it's monetarily, health-wise, relationship-wise, whatever it is you're working on. Now, if you stay on this path, the comfortable, eventually when it starts to take that negative down, just like you're going to go positive here, eventually you're going to take this negative. In life, you're either growing or you're shrinking. Those are the only two choices. You don't stay the same. So eventually, you're going to dive. And this will become uncomfortable. Now, here's something that's really interesting. When this happens, we go into what we call crisis mode. Okay? So what we do is we immediately make the changes. Oh my God, I can't pay my rent. Oh my God, I just had a heart attack. My health is really, really down. Oh my God, my wife is leaving me. Whatever it takes to hit you into that crisis mode, this is when we hit rock bottom. So what you do is there are different levels in life. Once you hit that crisis mode and that panic sets in, then you jump up and you work your butt off to get to survival. Okay, and then once you're in survival, the pressure's off. I guess I should make that line more up here. Pressure's off. So you're in survival mode. Okay? This is very, very crowded. This is where most people live. They're just trying for survival. They're just trying to stay alive, meet their bills, and do what needs to be done to get by in life. And a lot of people are addicted to crisis. I was addicted to crisis at one time because it gives you an adrenaline rush. You get that panic mode and you start hitting it, you start getting your results. You have that pressure on yourself and you get the rush of getting that thing taken care of. So you get up into survival mode. Then you start doing your bad activities until it becomes painful again, and then you get back up to survival. Okay? But if you have goals and if you're doing your daily actions, then the next level is what we call success. And again, this is not natural. We're not programmed for success. It takes work. It takes reprogramming yourself to actually strive for that level. But here's the next thing. Once you've achieved success, once you've gotten yourself where you're not worried about struggling to survive, then comes significance. And this is the great part in life, because significance is where you can start contributing to people outside of yourself. You're no longer worried about just you surviving. You can start contributing, you can start helping people, you can start giving to charities, you can start creating charities, you can start having the health and the energy to be there for your kids, to be there for people that need it. So I think one of the most important goals in life should be to stay on this path. No matter what you're trying to obtain, stay on this path as much as possible. And by doing so, you motivate and you inspire other people to put their lives on that path. And by doing that, you change the community, you change the people around you, you change your world. B.J. Palmer said, you never know how far something you do or say or think today will affect the lives of millions tomorrow. So we've got to stay on this path right here. Okay? I'm going to come back in just a second. We're going to go over how to reprogram yourself real quick, and then we'll be good to go. Okay? I'll be right back.